New at 10, a Huntsville woman tonight demanding Councilman Bill Kling step down over a recent vote on bonuses for Huntsville City retirees. She says it's a blatant conflict of interest since it benefits Kling's wife, but the councilman maintains he has done nothing wrong. Bill Kling's recent vote on bonuses for Huntsville retirees has him under fire. Huntsville resident Kristen Good now calling for his resignation.
And he's done a lot of good things for the city, but this is such a egregious and unethical, vote that he's made that I hope he would do the right thing and resign.
Last month, Kling put a proposal on the table to give close to $1 million in retirement bonuses to city retirees. The state first authorized the bonuses, but the city had to opt in order to pay out the money.
The most important issue to me is the fact that Councilman Kling introduced this legislation and voted for legislation that put money in his wife's pocket.
Those checks set to go out in just a few short weeks.
I was not the deciding vote. This passed on a 4-1 vote.
Kling says he would have abstained from voting if he thought it was the proper thing to do.
I had asked for pre-clearance beforehand by the Alabama Attorney General's office. They had reviewed this situation. There have been similar situations around the state, and they have made a ruling that a person can vote if it is for a large class of employees.
He says he obtained these two opinions from the AG's office that he thought gave him a green light. One opinion from 1983, the other from 1997. Both imply that one could make such a vote as long as the measure didn't affect them differently than the class they belonged to.
Here in Huntsville, we're talking about over 500 retired employees that would benefit from that. Had it been something unique where my wife would have been like one of 5 or 6 employees, that would have been completely different.
In this case, Kling's wife would be treated like the rest of the retirees. Each retiree will get $2 for every month served. Tangi Kling worked for the city for over 25 years. Her bonus will be about $600.
If ahead of the vote, Councilman Kling had acknowledged that this money would benefit his wife and had openly stated where this money would have gone, then I would have been okay with that.
In an email to me, the AG's office cited this law. It states in part, action by a public official that would materially affect his financial interests or those of his family members in a manner different from the manner it affects the other members of the class to which he belongs is considered a conflict of interest, unless other members of Huntsville City Council have family members who are also retirees set to get checks. One might infer that Kling's actions are indeed a conflict. And yes, perhaps this is all subject to interpretation. I'll leave that part up to you. But I did ask Kling what he plans to do about this complaint if he later deems it as an issue.
Rescind the vote, send the money back, whatever it would be.
When we talked, Kling at the time didn't plan on doing any of those things. We'll, of course, let you know if that changes. Tomorrow, we'll tell you what he is planning to do. And by the way, over 1,400 Huntsville retirees will get those bonuses next month.